Welcome back, everyone. The time is 9:16. Spring is a great time to evaluate your friendships and ask yourself who in your life is lifting you up and who is weighing you down, Rye.
You just lift me up. You raise me up.
I try.
I'm just saying. So, hey, if somebody in your social circle is negative, judgmental, or just downright depressing, now is the time to cut ties. Joining us now is communications expert Dr. Michelle Rozen. Welcome here to CT Style yet again. Last month was National Defriend Day.
Like, that was a thing. People actually went in and defriended people. But, you know, negative relationships really do impact your life every day.
Absolutely. I think basically we're talking about empowerment, and we're talking about leading a healthy life in terms of how we feel about ourselves, about the people around us. And when you're in a toxic relationship, it impacts you in every aspect of your life. It just makes you feel bad about yourself.
Right, because they kind of drag you down with them. Now, Teresa and I, I can say my best friend, he's my best friend. We also hate each other. You know, we bicker all the time. We're like brothers. So it's like, what do you do when you're that close with somebody? Do you give each other space? What's the best?
I mean, you don't want them out of your life, but how do you fix that? I mean, that's not healthy.
No.
I think the most important thing is to learn how to identify when is it just that the person you're in a relationship with, whether if it's a friend or, you know, a coworker or somebody on social media, it's just, you know, sometimes annoying, or, you know, they go through a tough time, so they're a little less pleasant, or if it's a toxic relationship. So there are 3 questions you can ask yourself to identify if you're in a toxic dynamics, toxic situation. Number 1, does that person make me feel really bad about myself?
Okay, that's one.
Okay, they make me if they're demeaning, if they look down on you, if they're making you feel just bad, you're in a bad situation. Number 2, number 2, is it a pattern? Because sometimes somebody can be just, you know, demeaning or have a bad day. It was just one-time incident, maybe second time. If it's a pattern, you have a problem. Third question to ask yourself is, how would I feel if that person is out of my life? Will I feel better about myself? And if the answer is yes, because that person is always demeaning, always judgmental, making you feel bad, it's time to say goodbye.
Block. Out of the picture. But it's hard too, because typically those people still have qualities that you like, or there's something that brought you guys together.
They've been around for forever, right?
Yeah, they're just there. It's like,
you don't want to give up.
Sometimes it's not the person, it's the interaction that is toxic. And so if you really want to keep that person in your life, you need to work on the interaction. You need to change the way you interact with them. And so that's sometimes your way of...
Maybe you're the problem.
Placing blame now here on CT Style, you know? Come on.
Take responsibility for your share of the interaction, and if you take responsibility and change the way you react. Kill them with kindness, absolutely.
Overloading with kindness, that sometimes helps.
And why is spring a good time to do this?
Sometimes you need to just stop renewal, and you need to stop and look at your life. Sometimes we just get dragged from one thing to another. We're in relationships that we don't really see how they impact us. It's time to stop, look at ourselves, look at our relationship, look at where we are, how we conduct ourselves with other people, and make a little bit of a change.
Stop in the name of love.
Plant some new flowers.
That's it.
I like that idea. Doc, where can we find some more information about you? And all your...
On my website, drmichellerozen.com.
Pretty easy. Thank you for being here. I think it's time to spring clean.
No doubt about it.
Thank you for having me.
Teresa's going to go defriend everybody.
Oh, that's not true. Not true at all.